Hello and welcome back to another Extreme Photoshop Basics tutorial. So this is the first thing that you want to do in Photoshop and the first thing that I learned at university, and it's the most important thing, and I've just completely forgotten about it in my previous videos. I've not actually mentioned it, but this is one of the most basic things that you need to do, and this is definitely prevalent in film photography, film scanning. This is the first thing that you want to do, and if you do know how to do it, then thumbs up to you, but if you don't, definitely keep watching. So what I've done, first things first, I've opened up Photoshop, because this is a extreme Photoshop tutorial, not Lightroom, Photoshop. Drag it into Photoshop. Photoshop RAW has popped up. Don't touch it, leave it. Open image. First thing now, first thing, you want to drag this, create a new layer. Then you want to create another layer on top of this, levels, because what you've got here, some greens, you've got some nice skin tones actually, not want to touch those too much, bit of redness there, but we're going to clean that up. So you're going to click there, levels, you're going to want, this comes up, and this might come up, but it's this one here. You've got your finger tapped on the Alt or Option button on your Mac keyboard. Then you want to click the bottom slider, because basically this is the information of the photo, and here, see here, missing data as well, where data is supposed to be of the image. We want to stretch the data out so it reaches right from the bottom here, 0 to 255. So we're going to press Alt, we're going to click on the bottom slider, and we're going to hold down Alt and click and drag until we see data pop up and information come along. And until we start seeing information, we don't want to go in far, we just want to see the first few bits of information. You see that? I can't show you with my mouse, but click, as soon as you start to see some dots, that's the shadows. Then you let go, and then now you take the top slider and you drag it in until you start to see the information. Tiny, the first dot, click and leave, okay? Leave the middle one alone. Next, make sure you are first on RGB. Next, you want to go to red, and you're changing the red channels. Again, pressing Alt, dragging in, until you see those first dots of information. Then you want to click the top one again. I'm still holding Alt. If I let go of Alt and I click and drag, this is what's happening to the color of the image. This is the red channel highlight. Clicking Alt so you can see where the information is, the data of the image. So there we go, that's the first dot there. Let go. I'm going into every channel, and we're doing this until we can see those first bits. Information. And then into the blue channel. The blue channel is the one I most play with after I fix the image. And then once you've done that, it looks okay, very contrasty and colourful, saturated. Go back to the RGB slider and slide the bottom to the end like that, and click the top to the top. And that is basic. You need to do that. It's the first thing that I was taught in colour correction, and it's so good through film photography because all the colours are off, and that just fixes the colours. And look at the difference. So this is after, and this is before now. Look at that. You've put in some, and this is after. You put in contrast, you put in saturation, and you fix the colour. That's one of the most important things. The before, after, that's it. That is literally it, and you could edit that, put down your Instagram, put down your website, you are good to go. But we also go a little bit further. We can go back into this by double clicking, back into here. And what we can actually do, we're still finding some bluey, greeny things here, and also the wall's quite green, but I think because it was quite green in that room anyway, but it's very greeny here. So we want to go into the green one, and these are in the shadows, so we want to go here and edit the greens. If we push and we start playing around with this, we're playing now with skin tone. I don't really want to do this. Command Z, let's just play with the midtones. We can actually now play with the midtones slider here if we want to. Again, we're looking at too red and it goes too green. Command Z, and the highlights. Let's play with the highlights. Great. So what we're actually doing now is pulling that slightly further away. It doesn't matter if you're pulling away a bit further, because you're just playing with the colour. That's fine. I've pulled it slightly out, and now we're going to the blue. The blue is the one that you will change the most. I have anyway. In the past when I edit, you want to pull the top one and have a look. Okay. And then we'll put shadows. Still a bit green in the middle there. Pulling it away. Pull it away from the top. Taking some of that green out of the hair. Pulling in a bit, puts a bit of red into the photo, like a skin tone. There we go, before, after, and that is literally it. Now part two to the basics I'm going to do quickly now is what I'll always do, especially through skin. Make sure I'm selected on the background, the top layer, as in this one, the duplicated one, and then you want to press J on the keyboard, which is the spotlight healing tool. Is that right? Spot healing tool. Zoom in to this lovely spot. J, F, press F for Freddy, and then F again. Full screen. Make the most of your tiny 11-inch MacBook Air that I've got, and then we're going to use the brackets to make this bigger and smaller. Click on the spot. Gone. Sorted. Zoom out a bit. Let's see what we're dealing with. Press J again and just go over the little tiny spots that I hate. Yeah, let's get rid of that, wherever that is. Oh dear, what is that? It's a bit fake. Let's do that again. Oh dear, that's worse. A bit smaller. It's a bit better. God, terrible skin day. Skin year. Ooh, mole, that's natural. I'll leave that. Got rid of it before in some images. Very dry skin here. This is February. I think it was because winter didn't do me too well. He says. J again, getting rid of these blemishes. Also, I've also done another skin correction video, which I will do, which you've seen in my other video. So I'll go into more of that, go more into depth then in that video. Zoom out, F again. There we go. Look at that. You're sorted. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.